Hello, fellow mama. Have you ever had one of those days in parenting whenever your kid's asking you questions and God kind of prompts your heart that, wow, this really is something for me too? I had one of those moments today. I was baking cookies with my 7-year-old daughter, Sarah, and she had lots of questions along the way. She wondered what ingredients were going in and why they didn't look like the chocolate cookies they were supposed to be. She thought it looked disgusting, and she had more and more questions. Why couldn't we add more cocoa powder to make them extra chocolatey? And sometimes she would question me, Mom, are you sure this is how it's supposed to go? And I would reassure her, yes, we're following the recipe. These will turn out really good. And yeah, she was really happy with the end result. But as we were mixing those ingredients, God reminded me, do I trust Him with the ingredients He's putting into my life? I sometimes question Him, God, are you sure? Are you sure this is what you're supposed to be doing? Is this how our lives are supposed to look? Are you sure that this is okay, that this happened to my child? This may not look the way that I originally thought that it was supposed to be, but do I trust Him as the master baker of my life? It reminded me of an often quoted scripture, Romans 8:28. It says, and we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. But it's in the following verse 29, where we really see what that good is that it's talking about. It says, for those God foreknew, He also predestined to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brothers and sisters. That good that God is doing, it doesn't say it's going to be the easy thing, the thing that we wanted, the thing that we thought it was supposed to be. It says it's to make us more like Jesus. I know in my own life, my husband was diagnosed with a condition following COVID. And when we were up and down with what could it be, different test results, God prompted my husband and reminded him, you don't get to choose your condition. God knows what it is. He's allowing it. It ended up being a chronic condition, chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as myalgic encephalomyelitis for the long version, a condition with no treatment or cure, one that we certainly would not have chosen, but one that I've already seen God working for His good. He's conforming my husband Josh to become more like Christ through this. He's conforming our entire family to become more like Christ through this. It is certainly not always easy. It is definitely not the path that I would have chosen for our family. I know it has impacts on him, on our kids, and in ways that I don't see. Sometimes that can be really hard, but I trust that God knows what He's doing. I also know that God could heal him at any moment, but it's a journey that we're on. And sometimes it can be really hard when something impacts our own children, something we would not have chosen. But do you trust the one who made your child? Do you trust God? I just want to encourage you today that no matter what ingredients God may be putting into your life, to trust that He knows what He's doing. And those cookies that we made, they turned out extra good. So mama, go bake some cookies with your kids. Enjoy your summer. And remember that God is faithful no matter what.